Hello everybody and welcome back to this tutorial. And right now, in the previous one, we already know that we managed to capture the four-way handshake after authenticating everyone on the target network. And right now, let us see what we can do in order to actually be able to crack that password. So, first thing that you're going to need is the four-way handshake file, which is stored in the actual environment where you ran the previous attack. And we can see that we actually received 4 different files right here. All of them are called test scan and then some addition to that file. So first thing we want to do is we want to delete the unnecessary files, and the only file that we actually need right here is the test scan -01.cap. All of the other ones we don't really need, so you can simply just remove them. So remove test scan CCV, remove test scan Kismet CCV, and remove test scan Kismet netxml. Oops. Kismet netxml. Press here enter. And right now, if you, for example, wanted to see how the four-way handshake looks like, you can simply just open this file. It will open it up in Wireshark, and right here you can simply just try to find the four-way handshake. Now, in case you never really used Wireshark or don't even know what that is, this is simply just a program that allows us to actually take a look at the sniff packets. As we can see right here, we went to the section where we actually performed the authentication, and we can see right here, as it says right here, the authentication, we can see key message 1 out of 4. So this is the first message of a four-way handshake. So let me just type right here. The protocol that we are searching for is EPOL. Let me select it right here, EPOL, and then filter it out, apply. Here are the four-way handshakes. As we can see, all of this is message 1. Now, these were probably some failed connections right here. And at the end, as soon as we actually stopped the authenticating everyone off of the wireless network, we managed to actually connect to it. An Apple device managed to actually connect to it with a four-way handshake. So we can see a four-way handshake actually has 4 different messages. And therefore, these are the messages that we captured, and these are the messages that we are actually going to use in order to crack the password. More about Wireshark later on. For now on, we just wanted to see these actual four-way handshakes. And right now, the next thing that we're going to need is an actual word list. Now, the reason why we actually need word list is because we need a file which has a lot of passwords that we can actually use to try to crack the encrypted password that we received from the four-way handshake. So in case that you're using Kali Linux, there are a bunch of word lists that actually come pre-installed in it. So you can simply just type in Kali Linux locate word list, and you will have a bunch of outcomes as I have it right here. But in case you are not running and you do not have any word list, you can simply just type on your Firefox or Google Chrome or whatever search engine you are using. You can just type the word list or password list of 1 million passwords, 10,000 passwords, or however big word list you actually want to have. The word list that we're going to use right now is called rockyou.txt, as it comes pre-installed in Kali Linux, and I already have it on my Linux Mint machine. We can simply just locate it using the locate command. So locate rockyou.txt, press here enter, and in my case it is at this actual directory right here. So I'll go there, home, user, desktop files, word lists, press ls right here, and here is the rockyou.txt word list, which is actually zipped file. Now, the reason why it is zipped is because this is an actual word list that contains, I believe, around 14 million passwords. And let me just try to nano it right here. As we can see, if you try to simply nano it, it will actually take a lot of time, as it is, or not a lot of time, it will take a few seconds, 10 or 20 seconds to actually open it, because it is opening 14 million passwords in this file. The reason why we are opening this file is because for the purposes of this tutorial, we want to actually add the existing password somewhere in the file. So I will just go right here, a little bit down here, so we actually managed to pass some of the actual passwords while actually attacking it or cracking it. And right here I will add the real password to the wireless network that we are hacking, just so we can see that it does work and that we can actually really indeed crack the password using this method. Okay, and the next thing you need to do is simply just specify the aircrack-ng command, which you can simply just type right here, aircrack-ng, and this command takes two arguments. First one we specify with -w, and after it we specify the name of the word list or the full path to the word list. In my case it is right here, files, and then I believe word lists, rocku.txt. Yeah, this is the word list that I'm going to use. I typed the real password in this word list, so we know that it actually should manage to crack it using this attack. And the next argument simply just goes right after this one, simply just type space and type the name of the .cap file that stores the four-way handshake. In my case, this is on desktop and it is testscan-01.cap. Simply just type it right here. Oops. We need to type the full path to that file because I'm currently in the word list directory. If I was in the desktop directory, I could have simply just typed testscan and then it would manage to find it. But right now I need to type the full path, press here enter, and you can see that it actually found the password in 0 seconds. So it was 0.01 or 0.02 seconds. It actually did manage to find it really fast because this is using the CPU to crack it, and you can see that the current speed is 3,000 passwords per second, and we put it somewhere around 500 place, so it managed to crack it really fast. And we can see key found right here. We put it at 125 because, as we can see right here, 124 keys tested, and then it found our key, which we put somewhere towards the beginning of that specific file. Now, in case it wasn't there, in case you didn't use this word list, so let's use some different word list. Let's use, for example, this one. Now, this is some word list that I actually have installed right there. Passphrase, not dictionary. That means it actually finished it really fast. Let me just go right here. What I'm trying to do right now is simply just use a word list that doesn't have this password right here, and that is actually a lot longer. You know what we can do? We can actually nano rocku.txt and try to delete the password if we manage to actually find it. Let us go right here. We know it had some numbers. Here it is, so let us delete it. And now I will show you, once we actually delete it, that it will not be able to actually crack it. So we will use this same password list, which is rocku.txt. And right now we are attacking. We can see right here, it already tested over 15,000 passwords. It didn't manage to find it because we deleted it. And now it will go to the end of this actual password list until it finds or until it doesn't find the password. As we can see, the speed is around 3,500 passwords per second. So it goes really fast. If you even plug in your laptop, for example, into the power, it will go even faster. It will go around 4,000 to 5,000 passwords per second. Okay? But this is nothing compared to another attack that I'm going to show you in the next video, which is the attack where you actually crack the password with the GPU or with your graphic card, because it is a lot easier or a lot faster to actually crack the password using the GPU, because it has a lot more cores in the graphic card than in the CPU. Therefore, it can perform smaller tasks a lot more fast than the CPU, for example. Therefore, we can achieve around 20,000 passwords per second using our graphic card. So right here, that would be about it for this attack. We showed in this tutorial how we can actually manage to crack the password. We also showed what is the speed of actually cracking the password, and what we're going to do in the remaining few videos of this section. We're going to cover how you can create your own password list, how you can actually pipe the password list in creation right to the actual cracking method. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry, I will explain it in the future videos. And we're also going to show the evil twin attack method as well as cracking the password with Hashcat. So that would be about it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I will see you in the next one. Bye!